Welcome to the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. This podcast is all about helping older adults and family caregivers stay safe, independent, and confident as they navigate the challenges of aging. I'm Robin Schiltz, Senior Home Safety Specialist, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. If you'd like more helpful resources, tips, and support, be sure to visit us at seniorsafetyadvice.com. Today we're talking about something many caregivers experience but don't often talk about enough, and that is isolation. If you've ever felt alone on your caregiving journey, then this episode is for you. Caregiving can be one of the most meaningful things that you'll ever do. It can also be one of the loneliest. Many family caregivers spend so much time focused on someone else's needs that they slowly lose touch with friends, hobbies, routines, and even parts of themselves. Days become filled with appointments and medications and meals and phone calls and unexpected problems that need immediate attention. Before long, weeks or even months have passed by without a meaningful conversation with another adult. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know that you are not alone. Millions of people across the country are caring for aging parents, spouses, family members, and friends right now, and many of them are feeling the same emotions you may be feeling. They're exhausted and frustrated and worried and guilty, and sometimes they're lonely. One of the biggest myths about caregiving is that if you truly love someone, you won't feel overwhelmed. Well, that simply isn't true. You can love someone deeply and still be exhausted. You can be grateful for the time you have together and still feel stressed. You can be committed to caring for someone and wish still that you had more time for yourself. Those feelings don't make you a bad caregiver. They make you human. Another common misunderstanding is that isolation is just part of the job and there's nothing you can do about it. While caregiving certainly changes your life, feeling disconnected doesn't have to become your permanent reality. The first step is recognizing what is happening. Isolation often sneaks up on people gradually. Maybe you stop attending church because it's just difficult to leave your loved one alone. Maybe lunch with friends just gets to be harder to schedule, so you quit going. Maybe you stop answering phone calls because you're just too exhausted to talk to anybody. At first, doing these things can feel temporary, sorry. But then, after a while, when you do it more and more, it becomes your new normal. The problem is that isolation affects more than your social life. It can affect your mood and your physical health. It can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. It can make caregiving feel even harder than it already is. Human beings need connection. Even small moments of connection make a difference. The good news is that rebuilding those connections doesn't have to involve major changes. Sometimes it starts with a simple text message. Sometimes it's a 5-minute phone call or just sitting for a few minutes with a neighbor on the front porch. Small steps count. You don't have to go attend a big event or suddenly fill your calendar up to the brim. The goal is simply to reconnect with people who remind you that you are more than a caregiver. You're still you. One thing I often encourage caregivers to do is to identify just one person they trust. Not 10, not a big support group, just one person. Someone who will listen without judgment. Someone you can call when you've had a difficult day. Someone who understands that you don't need solutions every time. Sometimes you simply need someone to hear you. If you already have that person in your life, consider reaching out to them this week. If you don't, think about where you might find that connection. Many communities have caregiver support groups. Some of these groups meet in person, others meet online. Many caregivers are surprised at how comforting it feels to sit in a room or a virtual meeting with people who really understand that they're experiencing the same thing you are. There's something powerful about hearing someone say, "Yep, been there, been through that too." Technology can also help. Video calls, online communities, and social groups can create meaningful connections, especially for caregivers who can't leave home easily. It isn't exactly the same as sitting face to face with someone, but it still can provide encouragement, friendship, and support. Another important reminder is you do not have to carry everything by yourself. Many caregivers believe that asking for help is a sign of weakness, but actually it is a sign of wisdom. No one was meant to handle every responsibility alone. If a friend offers to bring a meal, consider saying yes. If a family member offers to stay with your loved one for an hour, consider accepting. If a neighbor offers to run an errand, let them. People often want to help. Sometimes they just need permission to do so. And for you, even a short break can sometimes make a huge difference. It gives you a little time to rest, to breathe, to think, to remember who you are outside of caregiving. And if you're listening today and feeling particularly alone, I want to leave you with one final thought. The work you're doing matters, even when nobody sees it, even when nobody thanks you, even when the days feel repetitive and exhausting. Your presence matters, your kindness matters, and your patience matters. The care you provide makes a difference in someone's life every single day. There's a community of caregivers walking this path alongside you. You may never meet them, you might not know them personally, but they're there, and they understand more than you realize. So today, take one small step toward connection. Send a text, make a phone call, join a support group, reach out to someone. You don't have to do everything today, just take one step, because caregiving is difficult enough without trying to do it completely alone. So thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me today. I hope this episode reminded you that support is available and you don't have to carry the weight of caregiving all by yourself. For more helpful tips, resources, and guidance, visit us at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And if you're looking for aging in place professionals and specialists, be sure to stop by our sister website, aginginplacedirectory.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast or to our YouTube channel as well so you never miss a helpful episode. Until next time, this is Robin wishing you safety, confidence, and peace of mind. Take care. Bye.